It was a tea party in London for the Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears absolutely destroy the Jacksonville Jaguars by a score of 35-16 to go to 4-2 on the season before their bye week. What's going on, guys? I'm back with another Chicago Bears post-game reaction video, which I'll be doing after every single Bears game this year. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, I got a little bit emotional watching this game. Like, I may have shed a tear watching Caleb Williams play so damn well in this game. Besides for one horrible throw, which he wanted back in his post-game interview, he even talked about that multiple times. That's how humble Caleb is, that he kept on bringing up the one mistake he made the entire post-game interview because he was so mad at himself for that. But besides for that one terribly thrown deep ball, Caleb was basically money on every single other throw. And this is back-to-back weeks now where he's performed very well for the Chicago Bears. And yes, I know it's against bad passing defenses, so some people are going to use that to discredit Caleb. But guys, he is a rookie quarterback doing things that I honestly have never seen a Chicago Bears quarterback do. I have never seen a Chicago Bears quarterback be this good in the middle of the field. Okay, you guys saw time and time again, he was just rifling throws in the middle of the field. Perfect accuracy, perfect ball placement, perfect amount of velocity on the ball. I mean, he is so damn impressive in the middle of the field. He had multiple conversions to Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen really shined today. It was his best game as a Bear so far. And you guys saw on those inside short routes, those slant routes, like Caleb hit Keenan on those multiple times to convert the first down. He hit Roma Dunze on a couple too. So in terms of working that middle of the field, that's one area where our last quarterback, Justin Fields, really struggled. And it's kind of the opposite with Caleb. Like, he's struggling with the deep ball, but not so much with the middle of the field game. But I honestly would rather have that, Caleb being so good in the middle of the field and, hopefully works out his deep accuracy eventually, because this is how you keep drives going in the NFL. You can't just only throw deep balls, right? Because we saw that it's not a consistent way of moving the ball down the field. You can't score points consistently, but with how good Caleb is in the middle of the field, he honestly kind of reminds me of like a Drew Brees type of player. Like, I honestly thought I was watching Drew Brees out there today, watching Caleb Williams with how good he was, in some of those inside throws. So reading Caleb Williams' stat line, he had 226 passing yards, 4 passing touchdowns, 1 interception, and some throws I want to highlight. So he made one spectacular play where he was running all the way to his right, threw the ball across his body to Cole Kmet in the middle of the field, and Cole Kmet was wide open, had a lot of space to run, and that was kind of a college, USC, Oklahoma, Caleb Williams type of play where he just made something out of nothing. And usually you're not supposed to throw the ball across your body, obviously, but in that situation, he kind of looked like Patrick Mahomes doing that, and it worked out big time for the Chicago Bears. Another spectacular throw I want to highlight is the fade ball to Keenan Allen in the end zone, left corner of the end zone. That was just like, that reminded me of Aaron Rodgers, guys. Like, I hate to bring up Aaron Rodgers. I hate that guy so much, but he was a damn good quarterback, and Caleb had the touch on that ball that Aaron Rodgers had, only put the ball where Keenan Allen could catch it. And obviously I talked about the inside throws where he was just like throwing bullets in the middle of the field. Like, it was so exciting to watch that. You guys don't understand. I mean, you guys do because you're Bears fans, but other NFL fans do not understand how good this feels for us Chicago Bears fans. I've been waiting my whole life for quarterbacking like this. So just outstanding game by Caleb. He also had a couple of big time runs where he showed off his scrambling ability. Caleb is a pretty fast quarterback. He does not run as often, which is a good thing. Obviously he keeps his body protected, but he had 56 rushing yards in this game, a long of 23. That was a big time run and helped the Chicago Bears, keep the chains moving. So overall, the only bad thing I have to say again about Caleb is that his deep accuracy still is very inconsistent. Like, sometimes he's just not throwing the ball at the right time. Sometimes the accuracy is off, but I think this will work itself out eventually. I'm not worrying about this for the long term just yet, especially because of how good Caleb is on the short throws and on the medium throws. Talking about the offense some more, they were so damn good. I mean, any game in which you scored 35 plus points was a brilliant day by the offense. The offensive line was pretty good in pass protection. In the first half, they had a couple slip-ups, but for the most part, you guys saw Caleb had a lot of time in the pocket. Like, there were some very big pockets, which Caleb had to work with, which he took advantage of, obviously. But, I did not have many complaints about the offensive line. Like, they look pretty solid in pass protection. The run blocking also was so much better in this game. I tweeted about this, but the blocking of the perimeter on the outside runs was just worlds better in this game. Okay, better blocking by the receivers, better timing on these plays. Again, the Jaguars are a bad defense, so we still have to wait to see it against better competition, but you're supposed to beat up on bad competition. That's exactly what the Bears offense did in this game. DeAndre Swift had a hell of a game again, okay? All the DeAndre Swift doubters and haters, which I was one of them, okay? I'm not going to act like I was not one of them, have shut up completely because this guy is looking like the guy that Ryan Poles signed from the Philadelphia Eagles. He had 91 rushing yards, an average of 5.4 yards per carry. Very efficient. I think the most efficient outing out of DeAndre Swift on the ground. He also had a couple receptions for 28 receiving yards, and he was just so fast and elusive in the open field, and that's why Ryan Poles signed him, guys. Like, again, he's not a guy that's going to break so many tackles on the inside runs, but when he does have that space to work with, he can be a pretty effective back. And catching the ball, he's been very good. He's been making some big time plays after the catch for his quarterback, Caleb Williams. So very encouraged to see this resurgence from DeAndre Swift. But talking about the passing game a little bit more, talking about the receivers I really liked in this game. Obviously, Keenan Allen had a hell of a day. Okay, multiple touchdowns, multiple conversions on third down, working those inside routes, and his release at the line of scrimmage is very damn solid. Okay, people have been talking about his lack of speed this season, but Keenan has never won with speed, guys. Like, if you've watched Keenan Allen at all during his career, he does not win with straight line speed. He wins with good route running and timing, on these routes. So hell of a game by Keenan Allen. Hell of a game by Cole Kmet as well, okay? The backup long snapper in this game also scored multiple touchdowns. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that's ever happened in NFL history before where the long snapper scored a couple of touchdowns. Obviously, our primary long snapper, Scott Daly, I believe is his name, got injured, so Cole Kmet had to jump in, and he did a pretty okay job, having to fill in. Now, obviously, some of the snaps at the end were not the best. I think that's why the field goal got tipped at the end, the last field goal that Cairo Santos attempted. So, obviously he's not a professional long snapper, but I thought he did pretty okay for being just thrown in there like that. And oh my goodness, man, the first touchdown that he had, first of all, what a brilliant play call by Shane Waldron. Okay, we really have to give Shane Waldron his flowers because that was just such a good play call. Okay, the double fake left Cole Kmet wide open in the middle of the field. There's nobody even close to him there, and Caleb works back to him and hits him for the huge gain and the huge touchdown. And he also had a touchdown later in the game and a bunch of big time catches. And Cole Kmet does not go down easy. He always gets yak. So I just love how this dude fights, and he's such a good tight end, like so underrated in the NFL. So hell of a game by Cole Kmet. Rome Odunze also had 40 yards in this game. DJ Moore did not really do much of anything, but you can't have everybody be active and involved, every single game, right? Like, that's the problem and also the luxury on this Bears receiving core. We have so many good weapons that not everybody is going to eat every single day. But yeah, that's the offense, guys. Just a hell of a day by the offense. They were so damn electric the entire day. And talking about the defense, guys, they were also really damn good in this game. Okay, I am so proud of them for fighting after losing multiple starters to injuries. Okay, Kyler Gordon went out in this game. They already were missing Jaquan Brisker, Tyreek Stevenson, Terrell Smith as well, the backup cornerback. So they were down a lot of guys in the secondary, and they could have easily just use that as an excuse to allow a lot of points. I mean, the Jaguars scored a lot of points just the prior week, so some Bears fans were kind of worried, like, how's our defense going to fare without these key starters? But Matt Eberflus, man, he put together a good game plan, and the backups for the Bears played really well in this game. Okay, Jalen Jones had a couple nice plays. Josh Blackwell had an interception. We had Elijah Hicks batting down some passes. I mean, it really goes to show you how good the development is of talent on this Bears defensive staff, because even the backups are so damn good. Like, we did not really miss a beat. Obviously, we would have been a lot better with Tyreek, Jaquan, and Kyler Gordon, but the backups more than held their own. Okay, we only allowed 16 points the entire game. That is a hell of a performance for any defense in the NFL, and the Bears kept their streak going of allowing 21 or less points in, what is it now, 12 games, I believe, which is just blows my mind. That is so extremely impressive. This is a top 5 defense in the NFL right now, guys, with how they get pressure on the quarterback. We did not get a whole lot of sacks. Okay, never mind. We did have 4 sacks. I thought we had less sacks, but we had 4 sacks in this game. Montez Sweat has 0.5. Byron Cowart had 0.5. Chris Williams had one. Amen. Ogbong Bemiga had one too at the end. I mean, we straight up have a good defensive line now. Like, I don't know how it happened. We only invested a lot into Montez Sweat and Javon Dexter, but these low investment guys like a Andrew Billings, like a Daryl Taylor, are really performing a lot better than their contract or draft pick suggests, right? And even Chris Williams, the guy that we got from the Cleveland Browns, I think we traded a 6th round pick for him, or 7th round pick, something like that. Like, even he made a big time splash play. Like, that's how good the development is of D-line talent on this team currently. A lot of credit goes to Eric Washington, obviously our defensive coordinator. He's been doing a great job so far with the Chicago Bears and really has been known for developing D-line talent. So this is a very good development for the Bears, guys. Like, we're going to be beating a lot of teams if our D-line keeps on playing as good as it played in this game. The run defense also was very good in this game, guys. How many yards did we allow on the ground? Let me pull it up, but it was not that much. Yeah, the Jaguars only had 68 rushing yards in this game. They could not really get the ground game going, and they were playing from behind basically the entire game after the first quarter, so couldn't really run the ball if they wanted to either, so just very happy with the defense overall. We kept on peanut punching the entire game as well. Like, we had 3 forced fumbles. Only one of them actually counted. The first one by Tremaine Edmonds got called back, but the one by TJ Edwards did stand, and the other one on the kickoff return got recovered by the Jaguars. But I really like that they're really stressing punching the ball out literally every single play. Like, there is not a single play where you don't see a Bears defender absolutely trying to rip the ball out or just like punch at it. I mean, you can tell they are really well coached, and a lot of credit again goes to Matt Eberflus for this. He is undoubtedly a great defensive mind, a great defensive coordinator, and I'm starting to kind of buy in on him as a head coach now too with all these wins, guys. Like, that's the only thing. I think he's a very good motivator, a very good defensive mind, but if the wins did not come this year, like, it would be hard to justify keeping him. But if we keep on winning games, obviously Matt Eberflus is going to be the head coach of the Bears for quite some time. I mean, it's really working right now. Everything is working for the Chicago Bears right now. And it is so damn fun to just absolutely beat the shit out of a team to the point where their backup quarterback has to come in. Okay, the prior game, Bryce Young came in. In this game, Mac Jones came in at the end. I mean, we've rarely had this comfort as a Bears fan where we're winning by so much, we're not even worried about the outcome of the game. It really makes me feel like it's 2018 again, guys. Like, with the turnover forcing defense, with the offense making a bunch of splash plays. We have a much better quarterback this year in Caleb than we had in 2018 with Trubisky, which is why I think this team has an even higher ceiling than the 2018 team even had, which is crazy to say because the 2018 team won 12 games. Now, it's going to be hard to win 12 this year just because their schedule is so damn brutal coming up. I mean, our division is so good. The Packers are so good, as always. The Vikings are somehow the best team in football right now. The Lions are, very good as well. So all those divisional games are really going to determine if the Bears actually make the playoffs or not. So it is going to be difficult. But if the Bears keep on playing like this and keep on building like this, they will definitely have a chance to make the playoffs. Leave your comments down below, guys. What do you guys think about this game? The Bears don't play next week. I'm so sad about that. I really want to watch another Bears game right now, but they will be on their bye week. Injured guys will have a chance to get back fully healthy, which is a good thing, obviously. So, I'll maybe make a video next week just talking about, general Bears storylines, but obviously no pregame prediction video next week. And let me know if you guys want to see any other videos too. Just like give suggestions down below if you guys want different type of content, different types of videos. I can try to, fit those into my schedule as well. But I will be enjoying the rest of my day in peace now, watching football without having any worries because the Chicago Bears already won and they blew the shit out of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Leave your comments down below. As always, bear down.